I know in science, whenever I say something's impossible, I then wake up the next day and say, no, that's actually wrong. I mean, there are some limits, of course. I don't see myself traveling faster than light anytime soon. But
Eric Weinstein says that's possible, so he will say you're wrong.
sure, but I'm an experimentalist as well. So I have two superpowers. My stupidity, and I don't mean that as I'm like absolutely completely witless, but I mean my ability to kind of just start again and ask the question and then do it with an experiment. I always wanted to be a theoretician growing up, but I just didn't have the intellectual capability. But I was able to think of experiments in my head I could then do in my lab or in the when I was a child outside, and then those experiments in my head and then outside reinforced one another. So I think that's a very good way of kind of grounding the science, right?
Well, that's a nice way to think about theoreticians, is they're just people who run experiments in their head. I mean, that's exactly what Einstein did, right? But you're also capable of doing that in the head, inside your head, and in the real world. And the connection between the two is when you first discovered your superpower, stupidity. I like it.
Yes,
okay, what's the second superpower? Oh, your accent, or is that?
Well, I don't know. I am genuinely curious. So I have like everybody, ego problems, but my curiosity is bigger than my ego. So as long as that happens, I can.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so powerful. You're just dropping some powerful lines. So curiosity is bigger than ego. That's something I have to think about, because you always struggle about the role of ego in life, and that's so nice to think about. Don't think about the size of ego, the absolute size of ego. Think about the relative size of ego to the other horses pulling at you. And if the curiosity one is bigger, then ego will do just fine and make you fun to talk to.